I'm back again, gun strap packing in more metaphors and lyrics from this young man. R.A.I.N is the boss, spitting lyrics once again. Metaphorically, physically, I know you feeling it.
Alright, man, revealing approved information now. Episode 14, I believe. It's been a minute, man. I took a hiatus, kinda, sorta. Trying to get a lot of things situated behind the scenes, you feel what I'm saying? That shit not really behind the scenes, if you already know. If we talk on a consistent basis, it's not. I mean, I talk to the regular squad. Y'all already know KLM. His tape on the way. It's pretty fire. I co-starring that 100%. I appreciate all y'all supporting the false ego. I ain't really get a chance. To thank y'all for that, and KLM send his regards as well. On this podcast is, I guess, it's more serious tone, as they call it. You know, I'm not really one to talk about, some people titled, "Oh, this is conscious." Well, I don't know none of that, man. This is about reality. Yeah, man. I just speak my mind. Some people say it's conscious. I don't know. I just speak my mind, man. What was right is wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So we got a lot of interesting topics today. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure y'all seen what happened in the playoffs, and it's a conspiracy. And the word conspiracy in itself, a lot of people have different opinions on that as well. But it's a conspiracy that the NBA been rigged since the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a YouTuber. Y'all can look him up for real. I forgot his name at the moment. And it's clipped. It's not like it's conspiracy. It's clips. Like back in the day, you see a lot of older players talk about you can't, or hand check and all this other shit, and defense of pressure. It was a few guys like Darren Harper from the Knicks, Dennis Rodman, I believe Gary Payton, you know, the glove. A few guys play that type of defense, but it's a fucking clip. And forgive me for my French, but y'all already know how I get down. It's a clip where it's no defense at all. And I'm talking about, like, you couldn't play no type of defense on Michael Jordan without getting the call. And a lot of people, and I know y'all seen the clip with Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and everybody. They had the U.S. when it was the Dream Team shit. And like, be careful, you don't want to foul Jordan. If you get too close, it's a foul. They say that jokingly, but it's reality. When you look that shit up, you feel what I'm saying? That don't diminish all of his greatness, but at the end of the day, if you're not allowed to touch somebody, you already know how that go. He was the marketing force for the NBA, and a lot of people try to say LeBron can't be. They said LeBron and KD and a lot of other players can't get compared to Michael Jordan because they don't have the rings. But Michael Jordan didn't have shit when he came into the NBA. Magic Johnson was already established. Larry Bird was already established. But and y'all know Kareem was already established, and they said Jordan was the GOAT. So at the end of the day, I guess the rules changed. You feel me? And I know a lot of people want to hold on to their generation. They want to hold it up to a high standard. Just like a lot of niggas from the 90s, a lot of the music is toxic music as far as what they talk about. Some people do be on their shit though. But at the end of the day, we can't sit up there and keep giving shit passes. You feel what I'm saying? We do have a lot of peaceful niggas in this era who speak real shit. J. Cole, Schoolboy Q, basically the whole TDE for real, man. And a lot of niggas in Dreamville as well, bro. So we can't really, and of course there's more, but I'm just saying at the moment, and you feel what I'm saying. But I just want to say, the NBA, man, we seen the Rockets game yesterday, bro. They missed 12 calls, and y'all trying to bitch and say the Rockets be getting them all year, bro. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. They deliberately try to hurt that man, bro. They went underneath his foot multiple times. We seen what happened to Kawhi, man. But we're not even gonna fully get into that, man. Shout out, the Bucks won. The Bucks lost yesterday, and the Rockets got cheated. So, y'all seen it. But we're going to get into the first topic. Rest in peace to the king that died in Maryland, all because of a judge didn't take him seriously. Check it out.
Right now, large crowd last night for that vigil to honor a young man shot and killed at his apartment complex in Glen Burnie. A lot of those people now demanding action against a judge who denied Tyree Cousins' peace order request, who made it against that suspect months before he was killed. WMAR 2 News' Megan Knight is live at the Colonial Square apartment complex this morning. So, Megan, that petition calling now for the judge to be removed from the bench has gotten quite a few signatures already.
Yeah, Christian, we're talking more than 10,000 signatures. That was last I checked just a few hours ago. And if you want to see that petition, we do have it on our website. There's a link on there at WMAR2news.com. And many people who came out to that vigil last night outside the Colonial Square apartments here in Glen Burnie also want to see something done about the judge who denied that peace order submitted by 22-year-old Tyree Hudson. He was shot and killed last week at the Colonial Square apartments where he lived, and police are charging his neighbor, 56-year-old James Rombeck, with his murder. According to court documents, Hudson filed that peace order back in February, saying that Rombeck made death threats and gestures towards him. However, Judge Debbie Patterson Russell denied him that order, saying that it did not meet the required burden of proof. And now community leaders are calling for Judge Russell to step off the bench.
When a community could come together to say a young man, 22 years young, life is now gone. And we could have possibly have prevented that if he had an opportunity to be able to get some type of response to his request for protection.
Now, the Commission on Judicial Disabilities, this is an independent body. They investigate complaints against Maryland judges. They've recommended that Judge Russell be suspended for 6 months, barring the State Court of Appeals decision into how she is said to have behaved in district court. Now, the Court of Appeals has yet to make any decision on that recommendation. They still have many more months until they have to do so. So in the meantime, Judge Russell is still sitting on the bench.
So look, all right, peep game, right? And we already understand how this goes by now. It's not really like a shocker, but this man is from out of state. He came over here, of course, to try to get a better life. And a lot of people do come from South Carolina, North Carolina, and they come to Maryland. You feel what I'm saying? A couple people, not only from there, but I met a lot of people that came from there. They came to Maryland. You feel what I'm saying? And this brother thought that they was going to handle it very well, and he from the South, so I'm pretty sure he knows a little bit of corruption. But this brother was just a regular hard-working brother. He wasn't on no type of time. Like some people, they take actions in their own hands. He tried to rely on the law, and a lot of times that's not really in our benefit to rely on the law. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, at the end of the day, people try to say we anti this and anti that. You're anti anything that causes you harm. Don't give a fuck about you. So it don't matter if it's the cop, if it's your family member, if it's the pastor, if it's the chef, if it's the motherfucker at the corner store. It don't matter who the fuck it is. If you a nigga that's causing issues, then you gotta get the fuck out of there. And we don't fuck with you, bruh. You feel me? At the end of the day, this like, bruh, this like another video of my Latino brethren. This man got harassed for nothing. That's because his race, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But back to this topic, man. I'm gonna cover that story as well, man. Like, I'm back. I had to take a hiatus. The Nipsey situation really fucked me up mentally and emotionally, and I had to chill out for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying with this. This brother tried to ask for help the correct way. All right? The correct way. The legal way. He tried to ask for help. If this man would have took matters in his own hands, then it would have been, oh, he picked on this old man. It don't fucking matter. If this old ass man is harassing his brother for whatever reason, and I don't want to hear, oh, this man's psycho. If he's psycho, then the state knows he's mentally ill. And if you know if somebody is mentally ill, then they're unpredictable. You feel me? Which they say. This is their words. So if he's unpredictable and he's mentally ill and he's telling you he's being harassed constantly, he's fearing for his life, and he's not the type of brother. He's a hard worker brother. Like I said, everybody don't get busy, bro. Everybody's not a fighter. Everybody is not somebody who wants to partake in violence. And even when they retaliate, they try to do it in a way which they're taught, use the law, utilize the law. He tried to do that. Once again, I keep saying it so y'all can understand this. But the law failed him as it failed so many of us. We have so many people to talk about. The judicial system is bullshit. And this judge, who knows if this judge can get up out of here. This shit is personal to me because y'all already know this is Maryland. You feel me? And I'm the voice in Maryland for our youth and the media. That's what we do. We speak about reality, and my team as well. And I appreciate all y'all for the support, and we're gonna keep covering stories like this, bro. This brother was on to set to do magnificent things with his career. I really don't understand why, if it was vice versa and this brother took matters in his own hands on some self-defense shit, because our laws in Maryland is like, we don't really have no self-defense laws. Like, if he would have murked them or used violence, he possibly could have still got charged and shit. But y'all already know, when I told you, Maryland, it's the home of the R.A.I.N, home of the slave. Like, it's still like that same type of Jim Crowish type law, and a lot of people don't really fuck with Maryland like that. That's outside of the state, because they're not really used to how Maryland pretty much is unpredictable at times. The weather's unpredictable at times, and there's everything. And the vibes is different. It's like a down. It's like, this is the South. You feel what I'm saying? It don't really get considered as the South all the time. A lot of people, the people that know it's the South, know it's the South. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, still, bro, like Southern hospitality, we do have that here as well, bro. Like, and we do have respectable people for whatever reason. Because the only reason why I said mentally ill, because that always is the case. And like I'm talking about today, about the church burnings. Like I said, I didn't get the chance to cover a lot of these stories because I took a hiatus to get myself right mentally and all that, man. This has been a lot. Like, when you keep saying this shit over and over, cases like this, over and over, you feel what I'm saying? We keep saying this shit. When Taekwon Hudson and many more, bro, when we see this shit over and over, if this shit doesn't fuck you up mentally and emotionally, then you're not human. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, this shit is fucked up, and this shit seems like it's not gonna change, and everybody trying to say hope, bro. And honestly, my spiritual guys, they said, well, we gotta put this in God's hands. You listen, man, no disrespect to nobody, but we still have to take matters in our own hands, bro. This, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say, I feel like, because everybody has different philosophies on the Bible, different interpretations of it. I feel like God gives not only us the strength, but we still have to apply that on our own stuff. Like, we can't keep protesting over and over, bro. I talk about this constantly. If we keep protesting and we have no action and let them know we get busy, nobody gonna take you serious, bro. People need to feel your pain, my nigga. And I mean pain with pain. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people say, that's not the way. Yeah, you can love your enemy afterwards, bro. When y'all have a mutual understanding. What Q said, before my friends was my friends, we shot the one. You feel what I'm saying? Blank face, y'all already know. Meaning, and I already told you multiple times, Q is my favorite rapper. It had to be between Q and Currency, and as well as Wale. But mainly Q, he my favorite rapper, bro. But like I was saying, bro, that's the realest shit ever. Meaning, fuck your enemy up, and then y'all can make peace afterwards if they down to do that. If not, keep fucking them up. Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro. And everybody's tired of this shit. And this like the little dumbass bitch that defaced Nipsey Mirror and people was recording and didn't do nothing. Fuck y'all too. Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all sat there and let it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and this one thing about this generation, I don't know if it's like some type of control shit that they got hold over us, but it was no type of implement of trying to stop that little bitch, bro. Like, that ass, bro. And I'm talking about that as well, man. But let's get back to this, man. My brother, continue his family, man. I'm not gonna let this shit go, bro. I'm gonna keep you updated with the judge case as well, bro. This judge gotta get taken out, man. And I'm glad people stepped up and signed a petition, whatever. You know what I mean, y'all know I talk if I got a little accident, whatever. But Yeah, man. Let's get into the next topic, man. A colonizer tried to take over a Harvard University campus. Check this shit out, man.
Students have plenty to say, accusing neighboring residents of using the yard, which is the heartbeat of Howard University's campus, as an outdoor gym or a place to walk their dog.
The yard is for the students, and although everyone loves pets, I feel like it's disrespectful to have the pets just running around, especially when there's several parks around here. If they come on the yard and they're just walking through, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but I still feel like there are other ways to get around DC without having to cut through a college campus.
They're in part of DC, so they have to work within DC. If they don't want to be within DC, then move the campus. I think we need to work together, and I don't think it should be a he or there or here. It's our community, and that's how it should be.
Alright, people ain't right. And this is the most sickest type of thought ever. You feel what I'm saying? You have a lot of shit like private golf clubs. You have private gun clubs. You have private things. And I'm not trying to say a school is a public area. This is their piece, as she quoted, this is the centerpiece of their piece of their school. You're deliberately being disrespectful and you do not give a fuck. This is a HBCU. That might be one of the main reasons. I know y'all try to say, well, don't take it there. Yo, it is what it is, bro. I'm tired of people trying to play games and try to act like it's not what it is, bro. They deliberately don't give a fuck about that school because it's an HBCU. This man, they walking their dogs across the yard. They shitting all over the place. As this brother illustrated, don't try to make it seem like that we're anti-dog, because you know in this country, if you say anything bad about animals, but mainly dogs, it's a fucking rap for you. And they try to come for your ass. You feel what I'm saying? They'll kill you over a fucking dog. You feel what I'm saying? Dogs is like the highest shit, my nigga. Like, it's the highest level of protection in this country, my nigga. Like, dead ass. And everybody know that. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that for them trying to say that, and they try to make it seem, oh, y'all just have to share, bro. You don't go to the fucking school, and you're not. And if you're not an alumni, you don't go to the school. You have no business disrespecting these kids, bro. And a lot of people are tired of that. And then there's even situations where some people are fearing for their safety, because I'm pretty sure y'all niggas is hip to the fact that they came up there and they started. It was a motherfucking. It was a whole nother school that came to a lot of HBCUs and they started problems, meaning they just wanted to protest against the HBCUs. Not when I say protest, I mean they got violent with the protests. Like, they came up there to fight just because of the race, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, for the people who understand that it's fuckery, then they know. But for this man that y'all said, well, you have to just share, it is what it is. Yo, shut the fuck up. You a fucking goofball, bro. Like, that ass. And it's also close to home, DMV. Y'all already know what time it is, bro. You a goofball. You feel what I'm saying? And in situations like this, bro, like, it don't make sense, bro. Where can you go to escape to have peace, bro? They not doing shit to you, bro. They're students. And his bitch ass can come up there and say, it's the community. You just have to share. This is not the... And for people that's dumb as shit, you can get this too. I got you. Do you think this is the only place where you can walk your dog in DC? You have to deliberately go to this college campus. You feel what I'm saying? No, you can't do that shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with people, my nigga? You feel what I'm saying? He's ignorant as fuck, and he don't give no type of fucks. This is literally their fucking home, bro. Yes, it's a public school, but this is more so like, oh, I don't give a fuck if this is your private, if this is for y'all. I don't give a fuck. Deliberately, I don't give a fuck. That's what happened, bro. And I already, and once again, I already told y'all YouTube be gigging about the cussing and shit. But, bro, when I'm mad, bro, I can't control this shit. So YouTube, man, you have to understand this is rage. You feel me? People are mad, bro. And a lot of people not really talking about it because you have different people. Some people feel like school is for suckers, and some people feel like it's not really something that you should be doing because you're wasting your time. And they talk about the debt and all that shit. So people like, fuck it. And a lot of people have to understand, bro. They give no fucks, man. A lot of these people give no fucks, bro. and I keep trying to tell y'all this shit. They deliberately came there and said, I don't care. I'm gonna walk my dog all across the yard and do all types of shit. They like, bruh, it has nothing to do with your pets. We love animals. And I feel like he had to say that for his own protection, because they try to 360 that shit. You feel what I'm saying? 360 plus 360. Like, get the fuck out of here. You really a fucking goofball, bro. You a whole nut ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You a clown. Fuck you and fuck your dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I only say fuck your dog because if your owner ain't shit, then your dog ain't shit. It's a reflection of you. You a fucking bitch, bro. Why the fuck is you fucking with these kids, bro? Y'all try to say, well, they ignorant. These kids they trying to go to school to get education that y'all say we don't have. So it's peaceful, and they're not the type to try to get busy and on being with some ignorant shit, bro. Like, y'all fucking with the right one. Go to the hood and do that shit. Like, I don't understand, bro. Y'all fucking with these young men, young brothers, young kings and queens. For what? You feel what I'm saying? All because you want to walk your dog when there's other places to walk your dog. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You a fucking goofball. You a clown. And a lot of people need to keep talking about this situation, bro. They don't... Yo, at some point you have to have some type of peace, bro. These kids are having... they trying to benefit and do better with their life. And y'all just try to say, I don't give a fuck about none of that. They respectfully asked y'all to fall back. Y'all didn't listen because y'all feel like y'all don't have to listen. But if it's another situation, if it was vice versa, or they would have tried to take it in their own hands, then it would have been, HBCU, ghetto, and y'all already know how this shit go. This is why I decided to not own, because y'all know I'm really an artist, and I'm a director, producer, actor, and a musician. Y'all already know that. So, but the media, I feel like, this podcast is very necessary. I did it before in high school, but I didn't have it how I have it now. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop at all. You feel what I'm saying? And, bro, I appreciate y'all, because it did blow up, and I'm getting more love each and every time, bro. And I feel for my kings as well, but I really feel for my queens, bro, because these people can just come up to the campus and they can be predators and not give a fuck and just be on some goofy shit, bro. Stop, find another part, bro, or just go around it. And they even said, bro, you can go around it. They deliberately say, fuck it, we're gonna do this. If you too fucking lazy and out of shape, go to the gym, bitch. Ain't no shortcuts. It's respect. Y'all demand respect, but y'all can't give respect. You a fucking goofball, bro. You a goofball. Everybody else that agree with you are goofballs. Fuck all y'all. Like, at the end of the day, this is why we need our own protection. J. Cole said the craziest shit, man. He said sometimes I think the separation would have did us better, although I know that I would never be here. Meaning he would never be in existence. And the fucked up part is separation shouldn't be apply for everybody, because you don't have, everybody's not racist from other races. All Chinese people are not racist. Asian, you know what I mean? All Asian people are not racist. All white people are not racist. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All A.R.A.I.N is not racist. But you do have a lot of people who still believe in, we have to have this all white and all this. And a lot of people want to have their own community. We don't really have our own shit, nigga. Like, we don't. We go on the block, nigga, it's Chinese this, Chinese that. We don't have shit. So at the end of the day, a lot of people, our products and everything, we get from them. So they can go to their own separation and want to have their own shit, but they feel like they can go and invade our shit whenever they want. And I love all y'all who say, fuck racism, nigga. We are unified on some Captain Planet shit. And I preach Fred Hampton views all the time, because they know that's what I stand for. But I'm not going to stand for bullshit ass racist motherfuckers, man. The next topic, man, we're going to talk about our mayor in Baltimore, man. Like, come on, bro. Get your shit together, Pew. Revealing improved information now. Check this out, man.
Agents from the FBI and the IRS searched the home of Mayor Catherine Pugh of Baltimore today and her office in City Hall, where she hasn't been for more than 3 weeks.
Thank you, everybody.
Their involvement is more bad news for the mayor, already under state investigation over the hundreds of thousands of dollars she earned selling her series of children's books to a health plan that does business with the city and the University of Maryland medical system she once helped oversee. Just before vanishing from office, she apologized.
I am deeply sorry for any lack of confidence or disappointment which this initiative may have caused.
Today's searches were the first sign that federal authorities are now investigating, suggesting they're looking at more than just the book deals. Baltimore's entire city council has urged Mayor Pugh, who's a Democrat, to quit. And today, Maryland's Republican governor, Larry Hogan, tweeted, "For the good of the city, Mayor Pugh must resign." Tonight, her lawyers say she's, quote, entitled to the presumption of innocence.
Entitled to the presumption of innocence. Okay. You feel me? That's your lawyer. You pay your lawyer, so your lawyer supposed to obey for you. That's how I go. But all we said was with the book shit, and we already know. But my thing is, allegedly, I have to say, y'all already know you have to say allegedly because lawsuits and shit like that. Allegedly, she already had the history of robbing the city, bro. And she still got voted in. So, people gotta take responsibility for this shit. Like, and when a lot of people try to say, "Oh, this shit rigged," and a lot of these politicians do not give a fuck. Yo, it is what it is. Most people do not give a fuck. I know the world always been like, "Yo, I gotta get it. Fuck everybody else." But more so than ever nowadays, that's how that shit is, bro. Like, I gotta get it how I get it. Fuck you. You on my way, you dead. That's how niggas apply that shit. And our governor of Maryland, Larry Hogan, aka the Penguin, he said that, and I respect Larry Hogan for some of the things that he do. And this is real crazy and shit. And she been ducking and shit. And the memes is fucking funny. Shorty was on the school to say, "I'm out this bitch, dummy." That shit fucking funny, bro. And the situation is not funny though. Like, you stole hella fucking bread out of people's mouth. Our schools is fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. And everybody from wherever state that you from, bro, if your schools is fucked up, you can understand the same type of energy. You feel what I'm saying? I'm covering this shit because this is home. This is Maryland shit. And we're gonna cover more about these politicians, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Bernie. We're gonna cover more on a lot of politicians on this episode right here. But my thing is, it's really nobody caring about the youth. And they get mad like, why is he turned to a savage? Because most of us is not dumb, bro. This is not the same generation where you can keep passing down information with no type of support behind it. We're not hearing that shit at all. Fuck that. You feel me? A lot of people in the generation feel like a lot of our elders, they folded. We would be in a better position if y'all stay consistent. That's just what a lot of people feel. It's not taken away from nobody from the civil rights era. I'm saying you should have kept that same energy. That's all that a lot of people say. We're not trying to say you didn't do enough. We just say you should have did a little bit more. And a lot of people feel that way. I'm talking about as a collective. So it's like we have to try to continue. And we're not passing the same type of fairy tales to our kids, bro. We're like, no, fuck all that, bro. Fight back. And a lot of people try to use the Bible as a way of trying to make shit change. If somebody is corrupt and demonic, why would they give a fuck about the Bible? That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Let's just pray for them. That shit not gonna work, nigga. Why the fuck would that shit work when they don't give a fuck? It's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all don't understand how mad I am. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bruh. And then, it's been reported that she might resign. Who fucking knows? But if the next one's still bad, what the fuck does it matter if she resigns? She's just one face. Would she get imprisonment? Probably not. We'll find out. But like I said, allegedly she already stole before, and she's still back in office for the better of the city. Like, a lot of people say she a snake. And this happened before. So what the fuck you mean for the better of the city, man? What do y'all mean by that? I really want to know. When politicians say that, she wouldn't resign because she got caught, bro. And I don't understand how this shit work, man. Like, I don't know if the FBI give a fuck. Cause you know the CIA, sometimes they do their own shit. They don't really give a fuck about your government. They do their own shit. I think they're a private organization. And I don't know if the FBI is as well. But she got caught. And will she get penalized and booked? Who knows, bro? You stealing all of this fucking money out of kids' mouths, our youth mouths. This is why people say, man, fuck all that school shit, nigga. Because you in debt anyway. If you don't pay that shit up front, you in debt. And not only that, well, you know, you don't got no scholarship or nothing. You know, it might even be more deep behind the scholarship shit, because I don't go to college. You know, I don't plan on going to college. I'm gonna take the trade route, CDL route. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's something you can pass on to your kids for free. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they will have to, if I want to be, alright, for example, if I want to be a doctor, because it's in our community, sadly, we have clown ass bitches and niggas that say, if you're not a doctor and you're not this, then you're a failure. But you're not that. So what the fuck are you? So anyway, like I was saying, if I did all that, I can't really teach my son that shit for him to eat legally. I can literally break down, teach him a trade, and we can have our own family business off a trade, and we can try to have that blue money generation wise. Like, that's a lot of different goals, man, that I'm working on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because not only can you build for your own and your own family, but it's a trade that can be passed down. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, will she resign? Like I said, I don't fucking know. But she stole, and she's caught now. And a lot of politicians are dirty as fuck. And my thing is, Kamala Harris, she's trying to double back. She don't give a fuck about you like that, bro. She don't. And she's a Democrat. And I'm tired of niggas being slaves to Democrats. Fuck Democrats, fuck Republicans, fuck all that. Because it's a sign of separation, like I said before. It's still separation, dumbass niggas. Niggas still fight over their political parties. But it's the same thing as a gang, what y'all trying to say. But look, man, false ego. We're gonna take a quick break, man. I'll be right back.
What's this? Who's that? Who are you, boy?
It's so hot. My head is burning.
Where's your hat?
I don't have.
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid. Like how did he do it? Motherfucking saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it. I'm a soldier going back to the motherland, hoping that you understand that I ain't the same man. Like damn, I'm talking like a motherfucker, talking like it's me and you. Like how do you do? These niggas going crazier than cartoons. I'ma break your bones till they turn blue like you caught the flu. You guys gonna see what it do. Please know that I warned you about the open book. Look out for the fangs, they bite. We come out at night, I'm aiming at your head with this motherfucking scythe. Yeah, you know the goons looking for a fight. No worry, you won't be going home tonight. Yeah, you know what time it is, sitting in sin, ready for a bite. Yeah, ready in the life, yeah, gone for the night. Mine see everything, see my mother losing sleep. Mine see everything, see the drug dealer trying to make ends meet. My eyes see everything, mine see everything, mine see everything but the sadness in my own life with the rope that's hanging on the line. Right there in my life, gone for the night. I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid. Like how did he do it? Motherfucker saving money like this fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it.
Man, the triple X is the wickedest. Suck my wicked dick. Fuck the law enforcement, ratchet in my glove department. I keep the moolah on the medulla, I keep the Medusa on the belt. And buy Mom Dukes, mulas, and smoke moon rocks. I feel like $1 million for indica on my blunts. I wake it bake with orange cuds, then I pound a puss with morning wood. I bitch hit my gas, she grasp my gonads. I give them orgasms and have a gasping for air. I've been dope since Killer Camps, purple haze, wrist like the pearly gates. I won't stop till Brenda saw my baby moms. And on the side I'm stroking hip hop with my pink cock. I have no morals, I need a Marlboro, fuck tomorrow. Drowning in Moscato, my motto. I fuck nothing lighter than a mulatto. Tryna rap over Quasimodo, I'm colder than mono. You can't go with mono with my monotone, you moneycomb. I shoot at the cloud, these bullets like I sent to God. Verses like a Senegal, I'm still chasing my first high. My dicko is my third eye. I sip Houston wine, in the car in my Garcia Vega. I smoke haze to meet Jesus and Zeus, I'm zooted. You can smell Hennessy when I'm breathing. Get the heckler for sneezing like Hannibal Lecter. I'm like Heath Ledger, I put Xans in my promethazine.
Amen.
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid. Like how did he do it? Motherfucking saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got face, now it's time to prove it.
I'ma prove what they already know. This kid is nasty with the fucking flow. So magnificent the rhyme flow. Nasty, water flow. Where you gonna go if you fuck with these kids one more time, bro? I don't understand the situation. Bernie Sanders, oh, that stole want me have my reparation. That's some sucker nigga type situations. I am sitting back, steady blazing in the bathroom with K and them and Maryland XXX. This shit feels so amazing. Y'all don't get the situation. Hotel, late night, just sitting back, watching anime, feeling amazing. Taco, eating fried chicken. I can't believe this situation. Anyway, back to the point. It's time to get a reparation. Anybody that's against that, you gon' die in a critical situation. That casket that Lucius was running the river years, that's the situation. Motherfucker asking questions, I don't believe him at all. They want me lose, but we can never fall. Maryland pride to obey in my veins. If you think I'm losing, then you are insane. You might as well load the 9 to your brain. Take the A Mac 11 and blow your whole goddamn face away permanently, so you can no longer say the stupid shit that's irritating to me and everybody.
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid. Like how did he do it? Motherfucking saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got face, now it's time to prove it.
Have one.
No hat. Flush away my sins. This flip roll to slow me down just in case my mind spins. Waking up, smoking weed, trying to run away my sins. Drinking my red wine to mellow me out just in case my mind spins. Another day, another crown. Then let's begin. Another day, another crown. Then let's begin.
They tryna put me in the box, I just I leave that shit. You know, stick and move, flow too smooth. One jab from the dude, which means you turn the cast as clay. You no longer exist. Ironically, I'm also like Iron Mike. If I see green, it's on sight. You damn bitches ain't worth shit. Run flow nasty, like your favorite porn star or any famous hood die bitch. I'm your babe's pace shooter, they never miss a hit. Rather with a Mac or whatever. The rise from the oppressed, showing the wicked side of darkness to the evil oppressor. When I'm sober, it's always too much reminder of time wasted, trials and tribulation, followed by pain and love and temptations. For my birthday, my only wish is for my loved ones to be in better living.
Waking up, drinking wine, trying to flush away my sins. The split roll to slow me down just in case my mind spins. Waking up, smoking weed, trying to run away my sins. Drinking my red wine and mellow me out just in case my mind spins. Another day, another crown. Now let's begin. Another day, another crown. Now let's begin.
Let me be, I'm just trying to free my mind. I'm trying to take it one step at a time. You call my phone, but I hit decline. Shit, I'm running out of time. I got patience for the low. If you didn't know, I feel the demons, they all around you. They pouring into your skin. You like a ball of sand, ready to drag me down to the abyss. I hit you, motherfucker, hope that you feel this shit. Hit you with a full clip, bet I won't miss. When the storm hits, I'm just speaking my mind, but the game flip. Brother, give it some time. I'm not talking in riddles or rhymes. We gotta wake up or we just die. We dropping like flies. I remember living in a cul-de-sac, wearing all black, trying to find myself. I think I need some help. Fuck the help, I'ma get up by myself. Cause I'm used to being by myself. God, I need some help.
Waking up, drinking wine, trying to flush away my sins. The split roll to slow me down just in case my mind spins. Waking up, smoking weed, trying to burn away my sins. Drinking my red wine to mellow me out just in case my mind spins. Another day, another crown. Then let's begin. Another day, another crown. Then let's begin.
The beginning of a new chapter, a took me a couple of years of life lessons in order for me to decide what I'm really after. Life lessons such as going through mouth depression, gun possession, drug lessons, along with a list of unlawful confessions. This here's top jewel of life lessons. While rolling 9, way from 9 to 9, born 95, on a nigga raw paper. While my OG doing lines, drinking Coke 45. Old school shooter on Scotty and BS like Jeffrey 45. Always pulling out 45. Is he a legend? Because he's 45 with 2 9s. Or did 18 years for 85 grams and 2 dimes. Or because everyone knows he has lines to blow your mind, but you judge him all the time because he's too
Waking up
niggas
with the
sniffing
rhymes,
coke
I can flush
line.
away my sins. The split roll to slow me down just in case my mind spins. Waking up smoking weed, trying to burn away my sins. Drinking my R.A.I.N to mellow me out just in case my mind spins. Another day, another crown, then let's begin. Yeah, I'm up there talking with the list and all that shit. Ryan got me feeling right now.
Somebody might go short.
Crazy out.
So many times he's my mind.
I want to be driving. I told you that.
Hey, alright, man, we back. Revealing the Proof Information now, episode 14. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing support. One love, another day, another crown. 443 410 Stratford Greens, Maryland. We putting it down. So my next topic, we continue the political opinion, and we're off of the man. I'm gonna keep you updated because they just released something today, and this podcast was already set up. So I'm gonna talk about it more. And what we're gonna do, I'm showing you the politicians that agree with reparations and the ones that don't. And this is like a little collide. I believe they are Democrats, if I'm not mistaken. They are Democrats. And I don't want to get her name wrong. What is it? Marine. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Marine. Williamson. Y'all go ahead, bro. But she's running, and my fault, I don't know how to pronounce your name, shorty. And then you got Kamala Harris. Y'all already know she don't give a fuck about reparations. And you got Bernie Sanders. He don't give a fuck about reparations. And then you got Cory Booker. He breaks it down in a way. Revealing the Proof Information now. Check it out, bro.
Signature campaign promises is reparations for Africans and African Americans. So in order to implement this plan, we would have to reallocate that money from somewhere else. So where do you think we can allocate this money from?
Well, first of all, it's not a zero-sum game. So, when people want to do things like tax cuts for the very, very wealthiest, or invasions, invasions of countries that didn't even do anything to us, nobody asks where they're going to reallocate the money from. The issue of reparations is an issue that speaks to what I was saying before. We need to get real in this country. We need to talk about what's really going on in this country. I don't believe that the average American is a racist. I actually don't. But I do believe that the average American is vastly undereducated about the history of race in the United States. And at the end of the Civil War, there were 4 to 5 million slaves in the United States. And General Tecumseh Sherman promised at that time 40 acres and a mule for every former slave family. That money, well, most of the time that acreage was not given. Even when it was given, most of the time it was taken away. The economic gap, and remember that 2.5 centuries of slavery was followed by 100 years of what today we would call domestic terrorism. What do you call lynchings if not domestic terrorism? What do you call Ku Klux Klan if not domestic terrorism? Full-on institutionalized white supremacy and segregation. Even though we answered that with the Civil Rights Act that dismantled segregation, the Voting Rights Act that gave equal rights of voting to black people, even that we started chipping away at since 2013. We have mass incarceration. We have racial disparity in sentencing. This is not a debt we can afford to delay any longer. The economic restitution for 2.5 centuries of slavery followed by 100 years of domestic terrorism. Germany has paid $89 billion to Jewish organizations since World War II. And in 1988, Ronald Reagan signed the American Civil Liberties Act, where all surviving prisoners from the Japanese internment camps during World War II were paid between $20,000 and $22,000. It's simply a debt we owe. This country will not heal until we take a serious moral inventory. People, a nation must undergo the same level of deep moral inventory, admission of our character defects. Racism is a character defect. Let's end this. Let's fix this. Let's solve this. Reparations won't end everything, but it will be a profound gift. It implies a mea culpa. It implies a recognition of a debt owed, and therefore it carries not only economic power, but spiritual force, whatever it costs.
I support that we study that. We should study it and see. But look, let's look at this, for example. One of the issues that is very clear is that trauma, years of trauma or even one experience with trauma, can lead to lifelong consequences. I'm supporting some work and was part of some work that started years ago looking at children who are growing up in a community where there is violence. And if you look at the associated then physical health effects that are associated with exposure to trauma, and what that can mean in terms of physical disability, and not to mention what it means in terms of a child's ability to learn and be educated. There are real factors that can be associated with trauma. And when you are talking about the years and years and years of trauma that were experienced because of slavery, because of Jim Crow, and because of all that we have seen in terms of institutional and legal discrimination and racism, this is very real, and it needs to be studied. And we need to look at exactly how the response should be played out and how it should be worked.
I don't need to tell you that a big voting bloc in the Democratic Party, Black Americans.
Yes.
What's your agenda for Black America?
Well, it's a number of things. First of all, we need to deal with the economic status of African Americans in this country. When you look at it in terms of everything from home ownership to wages, we can see huge disparities, and so that needs to be addressed. Let's look at an issue like maternal mortality. I am actually presenting what I believe should be the response to that. I have studied this issue. Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in connection with childbirth, and when you study the issue, it becomes very clear that it is regardless of the socioeconomic status of those women, it is regardless of their educational level. It is, as it turns out, without much more investigation, a matter of racial bias in the healthcare delivery system. Those women are not taken as seriously when they show up at the clinic or the doctor's office or the hospital. I am looking at it in terms of being a proud member and graduate of an HBCU, Howard University, and what we need to do to support our HBCUs. I was proud that I had a piece of legislation that actually has been passed to invest federal resources in supporting our HBCUs, recognizing that HBCUs really produce, in some professions, the majority of African Americans who enter those professions. So there are a number of issues, and including, of course, what we need to do to reform the criminal justice.
Candidates that are talking about reparations. Yes. Do you support reparations for Black people?
I support reparations. I support economically designed programs with race as a conscious part of them that balance the scales and address past ills, not just slavery, but even things that were going on until the 50s, 60s, in 70s that were specifically race-conscious programs that were designed to disadvantage African Americans. So if you have programs that were designed to create the problems by excluding African Americans in housing, in mortgage loans, in access to capital, we need to have things with race in mind that are conscious to balance those scales and address those past ills.
What does that plan look like, and what are you proposing to do to explore reparations for Black people?
Well, I don't have all the answers, and I think that we should pull the best minds in America together to do them. So there's a bill you've heard mentioned a lot, H.R. 40. Well, we're announcing today that I am going to be the Senate champion, the Senate sponsor of the H.R. 40 bill in the Senate. I'm proud to be the person, and we've been working on this for a long time, to bring together the best minds to now support the Senate companion and hopefully get this bill passed into law. But I'm not waiting, because there's a lot of folks in my neighborhood who want the scales balanced now. And that's why I've been pushing a lot of legislation with specifically as I designed it to deal with these inequities. We need to figure out what the larger plan is. That's why I'm leading on the Senate version for H.R. 40. But right now, again, people in my community don't have time to wait. My baby bonds plan, which would be putting $1,000 into the bank accounts of every American child born, and then based upon income, every year, you can get deposits in that account. The lowest income people would get $2,000. With compounding interest, by the time a child is 18 years old, the lowest income kids would have upwards of $50,000 of wealth now to invest in things that create generational wealth, education, buying a home, starting a business. As Columbia University analyzed that, it would collapse the racial wealth gaps between blacks and whites. That would make a real difference in this community where so many children are born below the poverty.
And I just want to be perfectly clear, because many people are not sure where your position is. You definitely support reparations for black people.
Yes.
But right now, you are providing these other alternative plans until there's a comprehensive way to get those reparations for black people, just to be clear.
Yeah, but we are having important discussions and debates. But I return to a low-income African-American community. My folks have urgent needs right now. You walk with me around my block. There are folks that need jobs. There are folks that need housing. There are folks that need economic opportunity. That's one of the reasons I stay rooted here. So I have a sense of urgency. And so that's why when I lead the Senate on marijuana reform, I make sure I get out there in front to lead, but talk to people about restorative justice. That's why I lead the Senate on issues of dealing with American poverty, but do it knowing that if I can do the right bills, they're going to have a disproportionate impact on communities of color.
Do you feel some of the presidential candidates are pandering to black people about the reparations conversation?
Yeah, look, again, my whole life career has been in black communities, and I've seen lots of people come into my communities to campaign for votes, and respect that. I support I'll support whoever the Democratic nominee is. I hope it's me. But this whole reparations conversation has been frustrating to me, who lives in an African-American community where there are daily urgencies, that when we wake up, there is a sense of who's fighting for us. And so for this reparations conversation to be now reduced to a box people are checking on a presidential campaign, as opposed to a life purpose to try to balance the scales, to right the wrongs. I'm not calling into question any of the convictions of the other presidential candidates. Some of them are like family members to me. They fight in the trenches with me. They support these issues. But I'm talking about this larger conversation and how we're having it right now. As a guy that gets very frustrated and angry when I watch national conversations about things like marijuana, we're like, let's just legalize marijuana and not do something to correct, where everybody's saying those issues and in the same voice talk about, hey, I'm doing this not just because I want to let adult users have access to marijuana, fine, but we should be doing this. The purpose of this is to address the historic, ongoing racist applications of marijuana laws in this country. I've been unapologetic in talking about that. I put in legislation years ago to address that. And now suddenly it's a presidential campaign, and we've reduced so many of these conversations about racial inequities and disparities to a check on a box. Do you support reparations? Yes. Next. No. This is not going to solve the problems we have in this country that are hurting us all.
Numbers with African Americans were quite low. And you also don't support reparations for slave descendants. Why do you think your poll numbers are low, and why don't you support reparations?
Well, first of all, our poll numbers are not low. I think if you look at polls in the last 6 months, they're quite high among the African American community.
Okay.
And even in 2016, we ended up winning by good margins votes from younger African Americans and Latinos and whites. We did very well among younger African Americans. Look, I happen to believe that at a time of tremendous disparity, the wealth gap, for example, between the white community and the black community is like 10 to 1. Health disparities are terrible. Environmental disparities are terrible. Flint, Michigan comes to mind.
Yeah.
So I think what we have got to do is pay attention to distressed communities, black communities, Latino communities, and white communities all over this country. And as president, I pledge to do that.
Why not support reparations then?
What do you mean by reparations?
By reparations for slave defendants.
I know, but what does that mean exactly?
Money.
Well, I think that right now our job is to address the crises facing the American people and our communities. And I think there are better ways to do that than just writing out a check.
All right, so the first queen that talked, I agree with everything she said. It's a highly miseducated in a lot of individuals in America. It don't matter what race it is. A lot of people aren't educated. You got my own folk that's uneducated, you feel me, and different other ethnicities that's uneducated. And she's the only one. Cory Booker didn't make sense as well. And y'all already heard the clip with Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders. They don't give a fuck. I just wanted to show y'all that because these are candidates that plan on trying to run and for your presidency and try to lead this nation. Kamala has a history of locking up most of the Democratic supporters, which is quotation African Americans. You feel what I'm saying? We're just Africans, bro. Just born in America, but our ancestry is African. And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. But we say African Americans because that's something that everybody can understand as a whole. But like I said, and we're brown, not black. And like I said before, here's where, hold on, real quick. When you say black, it's a separation from a lot of people. Because our Mexican brothers are brown. We're brown. We have Indian brothers that are brown. We have our Latino brothers that are brown. That's why I say when we say brown, it's a more unified terminology than saying black. Because everybody will not relate to being black. And it's automatically putting yourself in a situation where it's separating you from your real tribal brothers. And I feel like that's a toxic thing to do. And I'm trying to detoxinize a lot of people with saying that shit. And I feel like a lot of people come out and say it, but they say it incorrectly. They say, I'm not black. When you automatically come out and say it like that so boldly, a lot of people are not educated on this shit. And a lot of people don't want to. Because a lot of people feel like y'all don't got time for that shit. So you have to say brown. Because when you say brown, you're more unified with the tribal brother and sister and the saying black. You automatically put yourself in a box. So stop saying that shit. Well, y'all can keep saying that shit, but for everybody that's on the same type of time I'm on, stop saying that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I already know y'all stop saying it already, but anyway, back to the point. She's the only one between her and Cory Booker is the only one that has any type of leg room of relevancy. And also, I catch flack all the time because I feel like a woman should be president, bro. I feel like we should give that opportunity. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I plan on having a daughter one day. And when that happens, what the fuck you think? We think I'm gonna tell her, oh no, you can't do that. You got me fucked up completely, bro. And if you do have a daughter out there, and if you one of them man or woman, and you have a daughter, and you tell her, no, you shouldn't be president because women are too emotional, shit like that. What the fuck type of example is you? You shouldn't have kids. You shouldn't have shit. Have a pet. Because pets can't run for politics. Not yet, at least. In this motherfucking country, who knows where this shit about to go. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my thing is this. She's the only one that talked with some type of sense, bro. Between her and Cory Booker. Cory Booker, he broke it down in a way where people can understand it. And I didn't really talk about this thing a lot because I was waiting for Memo to come home and KLM. Because I wanted all of us to come here. Because I know y'all fuck with me on the Dolo tip. But it is even more dope when you got your old team. You feel what I'm saying? And my thing is, she said they are promised. We was all promised 40 acres and more. That's a lot of fucking slaves, bro. And we already know. See, I never really understood. I'm 24. I said 24. My birthday is June 1st. I'm 23 for real, but yeah. So anyway, I always heard about 40 acres and a mule, but I never really understood what the fuck that shit mean, bro. So by her really explaining it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't understand what it means. They just know what the phrase is. You feel what I'm saying? And her Yo, she's so fucking raw with this shit, saying when we go invade other countries that didn't do shit, we don't ask where that money is for that. And that's the realest shit that I heard any politician say, bro. I never heard nobody bring it that raw. Obama was not that raw, bro. And I know a lot of people, you're not allowed to talk about Obama because they put him in the same category as Jesus and Martin Luther King. Don't ever in your life compare Obama to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, or nobody from that civil rights era. You cannot do it. Because when I heard people say, he's the president, he's everybody's president. Yes, but a lot of other people, they got what the fuck they needed to get the push. We didn't get shit. When there was situations about our people suffering, we didn't get shit. Only time we got that shit is when other politicians applied that pressure for this nigga to talk about that shit. And there's no hate type of shit. Yo, that nigga funny as fuck. That's the only thing that I take from his presidency. He a slick ass motherfucker, bro. And what he did was powerful. And what they did was powerful for letting this man win, because they let it be known that this is the image of hope. People that was 8 years old and you got to see Obama. Like if you didn't know shit but Obama, you feel what I'm saying? Say you was 4 and then his term came and you became like whatever 6, 7, and you're more hip like, oh, Obama, and you see the hope that he give off. That's the best thing that he ever did. That's his pregnancy. That's his pregnancy. Y'all know I talk with the speech when he's the president. Yeah, that's that. That's the best thing that he did, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, I feel like if you're gonna vote for anybody, I know she's not gonna get a lot of love because she's a woman, but I think we need to really focus. If y'all vote, that's if y'all vote. I'm in the independent party, so yeah. But if y'all really want to continue this Democrat shit and y'all want to vote, and a lot of people can say she could be a puppet too. Yeah, that's a possibility, but I'm just saying, if y'all do feel like it's a fair system and that don't believe in conspiracies, as they call it, quote unquote conspiracies, she's the only one that's really talking that shit, her and Cory Booker. Everybody else is not. Bernie Sanders double back. You feel what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about you, bro. Kamala does not give a fuck about you, bro. And I'm glad that people are calling her dumb ass out, bro. Because what you're doing is wrong, bro. You're selling false hope and false information. You have no type of real care to make shit happen. You don't give a fuck. You don't need to pretend. Just keep going back to what you was doing, locking up quote unquote African Americans. Keep locking up brown folks. You feel me? Because she locked up our brother, our Latino brother, and our Mexican brother as well. It's just the fact that quote unquote African Americans was the ones that been incarcerated more. And she comes from over weed, bro. And she comes from, I believe they say her father is a Jamaican man. And if he's a Rastafarian, y'all know how that go, bro. But it's weird, and she even said she smoked weed. So where does it change, bro? But like I said, bro, it is what it is, man. But we gonna talk about the church burnings to show the hypocrisy in that. But like I said, if y'all gonna vote for anybody, vote for her, man. Don't vote for Kamala. Don't vote for Bernie. If you do, I have no more respect for you. We're gonna improve information now. Next topic.
The Cathedral of Notre Dame is regarded as one of the world's most famous tourist attractions, with millions of visitors from around the world flocking to see its towering spire and famous stained glass windows. CBS News correspondent Carter Evans has more on the iconic cathedral's history.
Notre Dame, or Our Lady, is considered the most famous Gothic cathedral ever built. Construction began on the historic monument in 1163 during the reign of King Louis VII, and it took nearly 200 years to complete. Its picturesque stained glass rose windows were made of hundreds of panes, depicting various biblical images like apostles and angels. Iconic gargoyles and statues surround the cathedral. Theologian and CBS News papal contributor Candida Moss.
It has tremendous cultural and political significance. This is where kings and emperors were crowned. This is where saints are made.
The cathedral spire was currently undergoing renovations, but the monument's last major makeover was more than 150 years ago, partly inspired by Victor Hugo's depiction of its decaying state in his novel The Hunchback of Notre Dame, a book that inspired famous film versions, most notably in 1939 and Disney's take in 1996. Notre Dame is also home to the Crown of Thorns, considered the crown jewels of Paris. It's believed the crown was worn by Christ before the crucifixion. The cathedral's bells have tolled for significant occasions for centuries and have marked moments of tragedy, including the Paris terror attack in 2015. We are hearing now that Crown of Thorns was saved along with some other works of art, but there is still some concern about the condition of many other priceless pieces.
Pastor Gerald Toussaint's congregation is visiting this house of worship.
What's done in the dark will come to the light.
Because their church was destroyed.
Why? Why would they do that?
His is the third Black Baptist church to burn in 10 days in the same South Louisiana parish, a rural area where religion is present in most homes.
We are community connected. We all belong to the same district. We all know each other.
Shamika Mallet is also searching for answers. Do you think this could be racially motivated?
Yes. I think it has something to do with race.
Her family has been attending St. Mary's Baptist for generations. Her mother and grandfather are buried behind the church. The only thing left, a few dozen Bible pages.
I think it's a sign.
The ATF and FBI have joined the investigation. Authorities aren't calling it arson yet, but say they found suspicious elements at each fire.
We do believe that crimes have occurred. We believe that the three fires obviously are not coincidental. They are related.
There's a long history of Black churches being targeted in the South. Pastor Toussaint says he believes something good will rise from these ashes.
This caused us to call each other more than we ever called each other. This caused us to talk to each other more than we ever talked to each other.
Bro.
He says the building is gone, but the church is
All
still
right, listen,
alive.
Man. My thoughts on this, I had to do that because this happened before that. And bro, is this coincidence? Is it coincidence? Who knows, bro? For the people that try to say it shouldn't happen like that. 3 churches was burned down, and they were historic churches. This is where the hypocrisy is blatantly shown. Y'all already know. That's why it's called revealing approved information now. Not only that, because my name is R.A.I.N. Y'all know I did now. You feel what I'm saying? So, by that being said, it's 100 years as well. 100-year church, bro. The same type of energy. But this is getting more love and yeah, bro, it's fucked up. But you feel what I'm saying? Nobody got hurt. So it's not like I don't really give a fuck too much, bro. I don't. I'd be lying if I said I did. I don't. Only reason why I don't is because nobody kept that same energy when these historically brown churches was destroyed, bro. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody. Bro, they already got hella donations to the parish shit, bro. They already got hella donations. You feel what I'm saying? And my people in Paris, I know it's real ones in Paris, bro. They say, bro, you can't. You have to be fair. And the only reason why I say I don't give a fuck, because thankfully nobody got hurt. But I don't give a fuck because nobody kept the same energy. Nobody gave a fuck when it was time for our churches. Nobody cared, bro. When these Latino churches get raided, these Mexican churches get raided, nobody give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I keep the same energy everywhere I go. If somebody got hurt, then I would have cared more. But nobody got hurt, bro. So I don't give a fuck at all. Like, come on, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't, yo. I dead don't. You have to be careful, man, because listen to me close. Juneteenth is approaching, and you will see. Listen, man. I don't want to put this in the universe, but it is what it is. Juneteenth will be approaching. Y'all remember Dylan Roof? The same type of shit will happen. And I'm telling y'all this. It will happen. Again. Let's see if it's the same energy. And bruh, these stories never get old because this is forever a part of history. History never gets old. Meaning it never goes away because history, yes, is the past, but it becomes reoccurring because when y'all don't know. But my thing is this, bro. Where the fuck is the same energy when my tribal brothers suffer? I don't understand. I don't understand. You feel me? And like all these donations around the world and all this other shit. Like, come on, bro. Where was my people? Where was all these motherfuckers at in Louisiana? Where? Nowhere, bro. Like, and come on, bro. Like, they come in there. That's people. Can you imagine? It don't matter what you're raising, bro. Can you imagine your grandmother going to church, happy, you vibrant? She just like you just tell her vibes, her spirit is just up high, like she's untouchable, and she just go in there and she has to worry about, oh, is somebody gonna come in here and murder me? Like at that point, people not even talking about God and pastors. Y'all gotta be on y'all shit, man. Y'all can't keep trying to tell people to turn the other cheek when people deliberately want to come in there and kill them. And this is the last topic before we close out this episode. And I will be back. But we need to call out a lot of these pastors trying to say turn the other cheek and let's pray. Fuck you, you an enemy too, bro. And I dead ass feel that with my heart and my soul. And I don't give a fuck what pastor say anything otherwise. You're a fucking enemy if you keep trying to tell your people to just forgive and not have no type of retaliation. And people, when you can't solve, yes the fuck you can. If a bully keep fucking with you every day in school and you don't do shit but pray and he keep beating your motherfucking ass, we already seen a situation where we lost our young princesses and princes because of school fights and they bully beat the shit out of them to death, literally. You cannot keep trying to say, because these people, that's what the fuck these people are, bullies. This is your elders going to these churches that's getting murked. Not only in churches but everywhere, but we have to talk about church in this particular subject. They're getting murked. They're getting took the fuck out. And we're not doing shit but trying to turn the other cheek. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what the other generation before us type of time they was on. Turn the cheek, 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 turn the cheek. That's the type of time they was on. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yo, we're not on that type of time, nigga. We give no fucks about that, bro. We don't. Fuck that turning the other cheek shit, bro. And fuck you if you a parent, if you an aunt, uncle, whatever the fuck you is, counselor, therapist. If you keep trying to say turn the other cheek after you see somebody with a gun in your face, I want to see somebody. I want you to turn the other cheek and pray if somebody has a fucking loaded gun in your face. I want you to say, I want you to turn the cheek. I want somebody to come and murk your whole fucking family on some Punisher shit, and I want you to turn your cheek. I want you to turn the same fucking cheek that you keep preaching. When you a pastor, I want somebody to come in there, beat the shit out your wife, beat the shit out your kids. I want all that shit to happen. And I want you to keep the same type of energy, turn the other cheek. Because that's what the fuck is happening to your people. And you keep trying to preach that shit. I love pastors that try to say, no, we can't. God gives us the message, but he also will not want us to sit back and be submissive when we're dying off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't go like that. It doesn't go like that. If y'all want to keep teaching your kids that shit, then you're going to keep taking the L's. We're never going to have some type of change, bro. Never. You feel what I'm saying? Never. Because all that turn the other cheek shit, that shit is phony as fuck. It's played out. It's phony. I'm tired of that shit. We had too much of that shit in the generations before us. And no, we're not keep doing that shit. And that's one thing I love about our generation. We're not on the type of time of listening to the elders, and that has a negative and a positive. We're not listening because we feel like y'all just feeding this bullshit. All that, yo, brother, ain't worth it. Turn up. No. That's like people, bro. Cops is not gonna keep, dirty cops is not gonna keep fucking with you. Them dirty ass pigs, they not. If you, they're not gonna keep fucking with you as a community. If everybody's willing to die in that community, everybody can't go to jail, bro. Martin, yo, look how powerful Martin Luther King is. That's why I say you can never compare Martin Luther King to Obama. He's way greater than Obama ever would be. Ever. And like I said before, they all went to jail together. They was willing to die together. We just want to record shit. What is he doing? That's not doing shit. They see it's not doing shit. If everybody go out that bitch, they can't take everybody to jail, bro. And if you scared to go to jail, if everybody's with you in jail, then you got niggas to look out for you in there, bro. So what is you really scared for? Like, yo, you feel me? Bruh, at some point, man, I know y'all tired of this shit. And I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. It's like y'all niggas, y'all went back to doing the goofy shit after we lost Nip. And everything, he still was trying to tell y'all, get off that type of time. We back, y'all back on that time. Bitches back to being goofy thought bitches. Niggas are back to the ignorant shit they do. Like, come on, bruh. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people changed from that. I feel like a lot of people did wake up from that. But you still got the people that are asleep. Let them stay asleep. You feel what I'm saying? Just let them stay asleep, man. Stop trying. You can't save everybody. You can't, man. Yeah, I just need y'all to understand that. You can't. Like, and you also, listen. Because my folk tell me it's Latinos that are snakes as well. It's Mexicans that are snakes as well. It's not just black people, as they call us, that are snakes. You have a lot of different brown people that are snakes. But the ones that want to bring love and peace together, you already know. We go off of vibe and energy. We're not just hateful motherfuckers. We forgive people too fucking quick. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like this is what we do, man. Us as quote-unquote African Americans. So, that's why a lot of people don't really take it serious. And they just want to disrespect us even more. Because we don't take shit serious, bro. That shit fake as fuck. We are half-assed on everything. We like, alright, cool. Alright, that shit was yesterday, so I'm on something else today. You feel me? But if you're going tomorrow, what does it matter? Like, niggas is really lame, bro. I'm tired of this shit. And I know y'all tired of this shit. Because we shouldn't have to keep worrying about this shit. 400 years I've still been under captivity mentally, and this shit never is gonna change. It feel like it's gonna change, but what's gonna have to happen is all these other generations have to die off first. That's the only way it's gonna change. As you've seen, things change through a periodic time. As more people started, other generations that believed in racist philosophy, as they started to diminish, if they didn't implement it in their own kids and their grandkids, then a lot of people had the opportunity to think for themselves. When they started doing that, that's when change started to occur. You feel what I'm saying? After everything I talked about today, I need y'all to understand, from politics to the church burnings to our schools, they don't give a fuck. We have to demand this shit in our own hands. When somebody said demand means forcefully fight for your life, not protest. You're not doing shit. If I see anybody out there protesting, you're not doing shit. You're wasting your fucking time. Because as soon as you protest, they have that same energy. My nigga, you're protesting with signs and they're coming at you with guns. You taking an L. You taking an L. Stop protesting and fight. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck y'all, bro. Like, I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, listen, for all the ones that's with me, my tribal warriors, I love all y'all, bro. And we will be on some real Captain Planet shit, and we will fuck shit up. I love Captain Planet with the image, bro. Cause we really will be out here fucking shit up, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That shit will happen. You did. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, y'all be safe. I love y'all. Maryland, we out here. Rest in peace, King. They got killed because the judge didn't take you serious. Pew, you have to resign. And hope the next person coming there probably gonna be 32. So what really benefit does it have? Kamala, Bernie, you already know they're not winning, so you might as well just quit now. The church shit, stop being a fucking hypocrite. We suffer too. Revealing approved information now. Love y'all. Peace and blessings.
What's this? Who's that? Who are you, boy? It's so hot. My head is burning. Where's your hat? I don't have.
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid like how did he do it? Motherfucking saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it. I'm a soldier going back to the motherland, hoping that you understand that I ain't the same man. Like damn, I'm talking like a motherfucker, talking like it's me and you. Like how do you do? These niggas going crazier than cartoons. I'ma break your bones till they turn blue like you caught the flu. You guys gonna see what it do. Please know that I warned you about the open book. Look out for the fangs, they bite. We come out at night. I'm aiming at your head with this motherfucking scythe. Yeah, you know the goons looking for a fight. No worry, you won't be going home tonight. Yeah, you know what time it is. Sitting in sin, ready for a bite. Yeah, ready to end the life. Yeah, gone for the night. Mine see everything, see my mother losing sleep. Mine see everything, see the drug dealer trying to make ends meet. My eyes see everything, my eyes see everything, my eyes see everything but the sadness in my own life with the rope that's hanging on the line. Right there in my life, gone for the night. I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid like how did he do it? Motherfucker saving money like this fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it.
Man, triple X is the wickedest, suck my wicked dick. Fuck the law enforcement, ratchet in my glove department. I keep the moolah on the medulla, I keep the Medusa on the belt. I'm by Mom Dukes, mulas and smoke moon rocks. I feel like $1 million with indica on my blunts. I wake and bake with orange cuds, then I pound a puss with morning wood. I bitch in my gas, she grasp my gonads. I give them orgasms and have her gasping for air. I've been dope since Killer Camps, purple haze, wrist like the pearly gates. I won't stop till Brenda saw my baby moms. And on the side I'm stroking hip hop with my pink cock. I have no morals, I need a Marlboro, fuck tomorrow. Drowning in Moscato, my motto. I fuck nothing lighter than a mulatto. Tryna rap over Quasimodo, I'm colder than mono. You can't go with mono with my monotone, you moneycomb. I shoot at the cloud, these bullets like I sent to God. Verses like a synagogue, I'm still chasing my first high. My dicko is my third eye. I sip Houston wine, in the car in my Garcia Vega. I smoke haze to meet Jesus and Zeus, I'm zooted. You can smell Hennessy when I'm breathing. Get the heckler for sneezing like Hannibal Lecter. I'm like Heath Ledger, I put Xans in my promethazine.
Amen.
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid like how did he do it? Motherfucker saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it.
I'ma prove what they already know. This kid is nasty with the fucking flow. So magnificent, the rhyme flow. Nasty, water flow. Where you gonna go if you fuck with these kids one more time, bro? I don't understand the situation. Bernie Sanders, oh, that stone will make him a reparation. That's some sucker nigga type situations. I am sitting back, steady blazing in the bathroom with K and them and Maryland XXX. This shit feels so amazing. Y'all don't get the situation. Hotel, late night, just sitting back, watching anime, feeling amazing. Taco, eating fried chicken. I can't believe this situation. Anyway, back to the point. It's time to get a reparation. Anybody that's against that, you gon' die in a critical situation. That casket that Lucius was right the river years. That's the situation. Motherfucker asking questions, I don't believe him at all. They want me lose, but we can never fall. Maryland pride got obey in my veins. If you think I'm losing, then you are insane. You might as well load the 9 to your brain. Take the A Mac 11 and blow your whole goddamn face away permanently, so you can no longer say the stupid shit that's irritating to me. And everybody,
I'ma hit you in your heart like I'm fucking Cupid. I'ma leave you there looking stupid like how did he do it? Motherfucker saving money like I'm fucking Jewish. You got fangs, now it's time to prove it.
Have one. No hat.
more dope pills, crack or heroin. First class, dumbass, just to be clear. It's another junkie getting high. Off dope pills, crack or heroin. In the state of Maryland. Y'all better listen up. More Gemini.
His girlfriend is pregnant, and his mother-in-law often drives
a
around
New
town
Year's.
and tell him to
If
change.
y'all pay attention to the description, y'all will see this is a very complex tape. Hot up, sober, or tipsy. It's a motherfucking shit before I got my album. My album also fire, but you know, I got them drums on it.
It's peer pressure.
You dig me? Sad reality is we still locked in them chains. Nobody care if we die, nobody wanna make real change. So they gon' make our ass get taxed every time, man. Them blocks poppin', niggas get the dropping quick fast, man. Unity is only for those that's really woke, but they put them to sleep with the bullet though. I can't believe they still wanna overachieve. Most niggas get mad for niggas, sell them more weed, so they kill them and take them out. That's what they like to see, and they sell them niggas guns to track it back to eventually. Listen, that's just how the game go. You get it from your enemy and lock you back in shackles, and you wondering who ratted on me. Take your anger out on niggas that didn't do shit. You was a nigga who in the hood that is a nuisance and gotta get new quick. You bringing us down, I can't believe that you trying to give us some daps and them pounds. The pig is still shooting us down, like that shit cool to be around. I can't believe that shit so profound. A nigga shoot a school up and don't label him a terrorist, but his color or religion is Muslim and they scared of him.
In Baltimore, heroin never left the streets. Ron is not an addict, but like many of his
First class, the last, just to be clear. It's another junkie getting high. All dope pills, crack or heroin. In the state of Maryland.
No, not really. Mom is 18. She prostitutes
It is
herself
our
to get money,
Independence
but
Day
only
New
spends as
Year's.
much as
It's
$300
another
a
junkie
day
getting
to
high.
feed her addictions.
Yeah. Hot up, sober or tipsy. It's here to save everybody. What up, Smokey? More Geminology.
If they were so concerned, then why not come and help me?
I feel you, baby. Yeah, shit is crazy. This all I know. The murder, rap, and wreck shit. It's kinda sad that niggas doing drugs is anorexic. Everybody on drugs, nigga, accept it. This all I know, to give you my pain and glory. So please glorify my hatred as I continue to tell you these Maryland tales. To solidify my hip-hop glory. The days after the chosen one chose death over slavery. Change somehow so has a cause and effect on my people. But the kings and queens admires you for your bravery. Barely myself, let's skip a class at Morgan State. I hope you can bear with me while I educate. I don't mean to complain, but why that's how I currently meditate. I'm playing chess with my rhymes now, and that definitely was the checkmate. The beauty of your mornings and the loneliness of your night falls to the cause of vibration and complexion. I'm so depressed from my wicked depression that everything in the shadows of darkness even blocked out my own reflection. Can't believe that I missed the exit. Continue life of misery. Hopefully the judge doesn't sentence me. I ain't gonna sentence the king in shackles and all things.
The feeling of abandonment is shared by many. Drug policy experts say that the whole issue of drugs has fallen off the political radar.
The war in Iraq and the economy are the dominant political issues in the country at this particular time. The fear factor that relates to violence associated with drugs has diminished significantly.
It may no longer make national news, but the gun battles and drug-related violence has never stopped in the city. The murder rate here is 7 times the national average.
In the streets of Baltimore, it is common to come across what people call memorials. You can see them in lampposts and also sometimes in trees. These places symbolize where young people were murdered, mostly because of drugs, and people come here to pray for their memories.
More than half of the black male population under 30 in Baltimore is either in prison or on parole. Cornell is a former drug dealer. Since he got out of jail 3 years ago, he spends his time in poor neighborhoods trying to help vulnerable teenagers.
I stayed locked up 19 years and 9 months. I pray to God that no one else has to go that far before they really wake up to what's really going on in life. You know, we all make mistakes, and this is one of the reasons why the race is so impossible, because nobody's perfect.
One generation helping the next. In a city desperately in need of it.